What's up, peeps? It's your boy Rojo with my man Big Darkness, and we're here to just kind of come at you a little bit today. As we all know, Ozempic is the hot topic out there,
Yes, it
and
is.
it's the word, man. And so we just got to kind of give our input. I think it's very interesting. As Oprah would say, "There's no shame to the blame." So I agree with that in a sense. So what have you heard about that, Michael?
Man, I just want to say what's up to everybody too. How
Yeah,
they're doing. Hopefully everybody's having a great weekend, great month.
yeah,
Um,
man.
man, I've heard a lot of different things about it, man, because I heard some people like I have a buddy, he's on it because he's diabetic.
Yeah.
And for him, he lost a lot of weight and everything. He works out, but he hasn't had any side effects because he's taking it for his diet. It's helping him with his diabetes. But I've heard some other things where people are going out there, they're using it as a weight loss drug. I'm pretty sure you've heard that. That's why we're talking about it. And they're
Yeah.
getting some strange side effects, man, not some good ones. So, why don't you go ahead and talk a little bit more about that stuff?
Yeah, well, my opinion is this: is that I was really happy that Oprah came out and talked about how people need to quit shaming themselves or blaming themselves, because no matter what, everybody's looking for a way to reach their fitness goal, their mental health, their overall, visual of themselves, just for that internal strength that you need, to kind
Mhm.
of move on, because that's going to always be haters. There's going to always be negative people out there telling you why you're doing that. Oh, you spending your money for nothing, blah, blah, blah. But the bottom line is that the outcome of it all, when you read about it, and Ozempic, the stuff that you're talking about, the nauseousness, the stomach cramps, all of the different things that come along with it. And when you read further, you find out that the people who are experiencing these things are the ones who are not actually eating properly. They just using it to lose the weight, and then they're having
Quick
all these
fixing.
crazy side
Quick
effects.
fixing.
Yeah, yeah, the quick fix thing, and they're having all these side effects. Now, what I believe is this: is that if you have a thyroid issue, if you have diabetes, if you have any reasoning that's causing your body to do the opposite of what you want it to do, and it's not because of your just eating habits, but it's overall your mental side of it. How some people are just, feel as though they need to keep eating. They cannot close the trap. They just keep eating, and any
Right,
little
right.
snack they're gonna go for it. And sometimes that's, like I said, that's a genetic thing too. So these drugs, for what I understand, is just something that hello, we got someone said hello to us, Mr.
That's a lot.
Russell.
How you doing, Mr.
Yeah,
Russell?
yeah. Hello, sir. I'm just gonna reach out to him and let him know that we're good. But it's one of those things, man, to where it's how can I put it? I believe that when you have to go and get a supplement for whatever it may be to make you better, then you go do that. I mean, you just live unhealthy and be unhappy uh, to be going through this process when you no longer have to. Um, some people, like you stated, are doing it for weight loss, and weight loss is one of the true things. That's why people are doing it, but it's the after effect of them
Right.
doing it. They need to make sure that they are actually following them good meal plan, still working out, changing their overall diet, doing everything possible, changing their world so that they can move forward. And I just think that I don't have any hate on anyone who's doing that. As our title today is Ozempic, our 90-day commitment. I believe that 90 days of commitment to doing something to change your body if you're not having all these medical issues. It's a good thing. Uh, the I'm not sure what he's talking about. Hold on, people. Let me read this.
Yeah, I'm, thinking about, what you're saying too. Yeah. It's no shame. I never shame anybody because if you put the work in, I don't care how you do it. As long as you
Yeah,
put the work in and getting the results that you need, that's the main goal. As long as
yeah,
you feel happy with yourself and you're fit. But the quick fixes, there's no magic pill. I don't care what
right.
anybody says. People say, well, he's on steroids, she's on steroids, or whatever, Ozempic or whatever. They still working out.
Yeah,
You still got to
yeah,
put in the
yeah,
work. No matter what you
yeah,
do, I don't care how you say it or whatever, you still got to put in the work. So, I don't have to agree with everybody, what they do, how they do it. But the thing that I do agree with, when you put in the work, man, I got your, I still we're gonna respect what you're doing, respect how your outcome is. But
That's
when you're
right.
going out there trying to, it's always somebody trying to sell you something and saying it's a quick fix. If it worked, then we'd all be doing it. We wouldn't have to do the work,
Correct.
So the main
Correct.
thing that I like to tell people is, if you're going to do it, research it, see what you need to do, and continue to maintain a clean meal plan, because that's probably
Yeah.
what you're going to need to do a little bit more so. And make sure you're working out. Make sure you're getting that work in. Don't
Yeah.
just take the drug or take the Ozempic or whatever
Yeah.
and just feel and lose the weight, and then all of a sudden you lost the weight, and then all of a sudden when you're done with it, you get big again, you gain that
Sure.
weight again, and we see that
Sure.
all the time.
And that reasoning behind that is that what people need to understand is that your body is in a starvation mode. And when it goes into a starvation mode, anything that is bringing back to life, it's going to hold, and it's going to hold it until it feels as though it has enough fuel to operate on its own again. We all know that any type of drug in general is a stimulant. It's also, endorphin blocker that's going to make you not want certain things. And so, unless you choose to live on for the rest of your life, then you're going to go back to reality. And now, if you hadn't created that plan of being completely on board, then you will, start to go back the other direction. And then I would say the blame comes from putting the weight back on, not the blame from how you took it off. Because
Exactly.
as you stated earlier, no matter what you're taking, if you just take a shot and go sit down, nothing's going to happen in a sense.
Exactly.
Something's got to change. And I know these stuff that's out there right now. It's a quick stimulant, so it's raising your metabolic rate. So yeah, you're going to burn and start to lose fatty tissue and all that stuff very easily. But if you're not lifting and you're not putting on any muscle, now you're going to have all that residual, that sagging skin, and all of those things that come along with from the stretching factor of your body, of your skin type. So just make sure you're going to do that. Then just pump that iron, do some quick stuff, do something that's going to allow your body to recover, and also allow your body to like put on some muscle to kind of take advantage of that weight loss.
Agree.
For sure. For
So
sure.
we also want to talk about what about putting in 90 days of work, man. What do you think? What do you
Yeah.
think?
Well, 90 days, what I always tell all of my clients, and I even look at it for myself when I'm training, getting ready for a show, is that 90 days will allow you to change your body to whatever you want it to be. It's amazing how fast people who first start out, how your body will drop weight really fast because of the fact you're doing something new. Your calorie burning is something new. All those things that you wasn't doing, it's going to happen within those 90 days. So you can easily lose 5 to 10 pounds a month. After 90 days, you're down 25, 30 pounds. That's a lot. So when you're able to pull that off, you start to build that confidence. You start to realize this is for me, and no one's going to change it. There's nothing out there that's going to make me go against what I've been doing. And then your whole mentality change, your whole life change, your confidence change, and so that's just how, when you're doing on a 90-day commitment. But hats off to the people out there who are dealing with some type of medical issue that's having to go these different routes, and the ones who put in the work and kept the weight off, and they're still, performing and doing the things that they need to do. And number one, realizing that they had to make a life change and to continue to have these results. And as I always say, if you won't change, you got to do change, and good things will happen.
And I think we both agree that, I think I agree with you as well. We both talked about like 90 days being that baseline,
Yeah.
For commitment, and doing and changing and getting into a lifestyle that's, you're more of a fitness lifestyle for yourself.
Right.
Because if you do 30 days, some people say, well, I'm going to do 30 days and see how it works. 30 days, I don't think it's enough. We talked about 60 days. But once you hit that 90 days, now you start, like you say, you start leveling off. Now that's when the real work comes. If you're going to stay with it, or are you going to go back to what you were doing before? And once you start rolling to it, and you see, like you said, You see the benefits of working out, the things that you have done and accomplished with 90 days of working out, eating cleaner, doing lifting weights and doing the things that you need to be doing. Now, like you said, you see the results. You look in the mirror. You've probably lost maybe 25, 30 pounds if you are heavier, or if you're looking to gain some muscle, you gain some definition, a little bit more size. You look more aesthetically better. Now, after that 90 days kicks in, it's more of a lifestyle because it's more of something that you've been used to doing. So you're least likely to stop doing it because you've been putting in that many days, that much time, than somebody's been doing it like maybe 60 days, or if they say 6 weeks. I'll do it in 6 weeks. That used to be the old thing back in our day. In 6 weeks, I'll get you there. And then what happens after the 6 weeks?
Yeah. It's a learning process. I just think that people who are dealing with food issues, that we all have to have some sensitivity for them, because until you dealt with it, you don't know what it's really like. And so you can't like throw firecrackers at them all the time. You just got to try to give them a positive input, and at the same time, let them see the bad and the good to it all. And I think as a coach in general, our ultimate goal is to let people know that everything you want is going to take time. Anything that comes really fast usually won't last. And so, especially when it comes to fitness, that you need to look at the person in the mirror, man or woman, and say, you know what, how long did it take me to get this way? If it was a year, then it's going to take you about a year and plus to get back to old self again. So it's all about time and patience and consistency. You and I preach this all the time on this podcast, is that only thing that you can get out of consistency is being consistent. And that's when your biggest changes take place. And so working on self is probably the biggest thing for people in general, from my experience, is wanting to get up, constantly doing it, knowing that it's going to take time. And most people want something that's tangible, that they can just reach and take, boom, they're okay. And that's okay. But if it's not going to benefit you in the long run, then it's not okay. So it's a pro and con to it all.
And I applaud all the people. I applaud the people that when they go to the gym, but I applaud the people that are heavier, that's coming into the gym, man, because I know at first it's a struggle. Because for everybody, when you first get a client, they're nervous, they're kind of apprehensive, don't know what to do, or that's why they come to you. But when you see people, I see people in the gym, man, if I see them working, I'll compliment them. I'll go up to them and say, hey, keep working. I'll give them a little confidence boost. And then there's a guy that I saw the other day, and I've been seeing him for like probably last year and a half. And I didn't even know he followed me on Instagram. And he said, hey, man. And I told him, I said, hey, man, you're doing good. Because I've been seeing him lately, like within the last probably 4 months, he's lost even more. He's lost even more weight. He's looking aesthetically pretty good. He said, you don't remember we were at this other gym and I talked to you about how to get in shape and everything. He said, I've lost over 115 pounds in the last year and a half. And I said, awesome. Yeah, man. Then I said, man, he said, in the last 6 months, he's lost so much weight. I said, hey, man, doing a great job. I said, man, I just wanted to come over and tell you. He said, man, that made me feel so good, because most of the time people won't say anything to anybody. You're wondering, hey, how am I looking or whatever. I'm not scared to go up to somebody and say, hey, you know what, you're doing a good job. You're working hard. I can see the results. Keep pushing yourself, because that little bit sometimes, Rob, just like you said, man, that can make or break a person. And people don't realize that, man. Sometimes kindness, man, what they say, kindness kills whatever, but sometimes, like you said, there's so many people out there working on being a hater instead of being positive, always putting people down, saying they doing this, they on that, they're not doing it the right way. You know what, man? Hey, it's no wrong or right way. It's just making sure that you're doing it, being consistent, being committed to doing it, and not trying to do it the quick way. That's all right. I ever preach, and that's all I ever say. And be safe.
Yeah. Mike, that's pretty cool that the guy came to you, because you know what? People don't remember what you do, they remember what you say. And so, when you say something like that, you triggered him in some form or fashion that he just needed to hear that. I mean, you could have showed him, all the different exercises to do, but you just kind of telling him, hey man, keep doing your thing. That way he didn't deter off his own track that he felt comfortable with, because you could have offered him something that was a little bit too much or too less, whatever the case may be. And then he'd kind of go, I don't want to do this anymore. But there's that little small touch that you gave him that made him realize, man, hey, someone's watching me. Someone's, like they say, someone's always watching you.
Always.
no matter where you're
Always.
at, someone's watching you.
Right.
So it's a good thing, man, that happens. But yeah, people, if you guys are out there and you're really having to do different things to drop that weight, go for it. That's all I can tell you. Go for it. Just make sure you do it in a positive way, in a healthy way. We sit here, we talk about everything. We talk about steroids, we talk about food, we talk about just bullshit, but we sit here and we talk and we have a good time. So when you guys want to reach out to us, you can reach out to us, but we're going to always tell you our 50 cents piece. And well, I better say 40 cents, because 50 might get bad and sue us for using his name.
50 be about that.
Yeah, don't be using my brand. But yeah, man. So you guys do what you got to do out there to get better. Just remember, health is real important. And today I put out a video just talking a little bit about our muscle growth and muscle loss, and I mentioned some things about your insulin receptors. And when I posted a video, I've got a lot of people asking me, well, what's going on with insulin receptors? What's happening? And when you lose muscle, people, you lose your insulin receptors. And those are the things that help control all your blood sugars and all of those things that take place. And if you're not working out, you're going to have a chance to have diabetes. And all of the insulin shots ain't going to help you, because your body is now needing it. So if you're going to pay for something that's going to help you get your weight down, whether it's Ozempic or that other one that Charles Barkley take, Monojar, whatever it may be. Take those things and just take it under control and from a doctor, and making sure you're getting the right stuff. But as Michael mentioned earlier, if you're not working out, you're going to lose the weight, but you're going to lose your muscle. And if you lose your muscle, you're going to lose your insulin supporter. And then that's when people get sick. They have all these things.
Getting other health problems with it. And that's the thing.
Absolutely.
Too, people realize they start all of a sudden hey, I lost all this weight, but they're not happy with it because they're not doing it the right way. Just like I said, add the workouts, add the cardio, add the walking, add whatever needs to be done, but don't just say I'm gonna take this and just do everything I was doing already. Don't work that way. It don't work that way. So that's when
does not.
Side effects.
That does not.
Some other things. You might even cause some other things to happen to your body or whatever. But those are things. But like we said, we preach consistency. We want you guys to be healthy. We're not doctors. Just want to let you know that we're not doctors. We always say that, but we come from over 60 some years of experience. We've done a lot of things. We failed. We picked ourselves up, and the thing about us, we've been consistent. That's why we're still here. That's why we're in our 60s. That's why we're healthy. That's why we're trying to help everybody and give them a little bit of our knowledge, so you can be a fitter person as you mature, as you get older. And it's no age groups for us. We're just saying, hey, you need to start somewhere so you can be able to finish down the road when it's time.
That's right. And with that being said, people, if you look across the banner there at the bottom, it says fit.robertjohnsontraining.com. We put together some stuff, and there it is. You can go there and you can click on it. You can get a bunch of free stuff from Michael and I, and it's all right there. We came up with some ideas. We got it all put on paper properly, and it's all right there, people. So there's free stuff that we talked about. Also, there's an app that I have out there that's, a little bit of nothing. I think it's $30 right now. And so if that's something that you want to get, and that'll allow you to almost like take me into the gym with you. And if you're doing homework type of training, you can use those same videos, implement them at home without a machine. So it's 125 videos in that whole concept there. There's meal plans involved, and you can set your package to your own a la carte, meaning that if you want to have some one-on-one time, just like this with me and Mike, and you want to sit and talk, you have that opportunity. That's all part of that in that app. You have that to come at us with. If you're looking to be with a group of people and you want some group live training stuff, we can sit and we can have group live conversations, and we can just talk about the do's and don'ts of what you received from the app itself. Also, there's another part of the program where you can go into another level of it, and that is where you have my one-on-one time with meal plan, talking one-on-one video time, everything you need. If you're a competitor and you're posing, I'll work on your posing. If you're doing any type of special meal plans and stuff that you just need special help on, that's what I do. And so it's something we took time to put together. It's something that you're going to benefit from. You subscribe to it, just like anything else. You subscribe. Once you're done, you can unsubscribe. But it's something that allows you to get some knowledge before you either go into the gym unsure of what you're doing, or if you're at home unsure what you're doing. And that way it can move you forward into your transformation phase. So it's fit.robertjohnsontraining.com, and that's where that's all at. And I'm gonna let Michael tell you exactly where he's at in his product too, and he can tell you how to reach him.
Okay, wait, I want to let everybody know I'm taking maybe 2 to 3 more clients home. I'm gonna want to get you right for the summer. So hit me up on House of Darkness Fitness, because my Big Darkness 59 on IG locked me out. You can still see me. I'm still working on trying to get that back. If not, I'll be coming back with another Big Darkness, but I'll let you know. But reach out. If anybody knows anything that can help me out, hey, DM me on the House of Darkness Fitness, and let me know how I can get my my Instagram unlocked. But we've been working on it. But with that being said, hey, I got those things coming up. Check me out on House of Darkness. I've been putting out workouts. I've been giving you free workouts every day, like every other week, so you can have something to base yourself on. Like Robert says, Robert has a great plan. Robert has a great app. You need to go check him out. It's not a lot of money. So I'm asking you and telling you, hey, that's something that you need to do. And if you're local and you need a personal trainer, hit me up.
There we go. So anyways, people, we once again come at you like we do every Sunday, 8 o'clock. At the end of every time we're here, we ask you guys to go down and subscribe. The more you subscribe, the more people get a chance to see us. And it's been kind of cool to see people coming on asking questions. Sometimes people come on with a little bit more stuff than we need to talk about right away. And you know what I do? I hit block. So if you got blocked, it was not to block you because we don't love you, because we don't know who you are. We just know it was a lot of stuff that we could not even discuss right now. And so we can talk later if you want. Just jump right back on. You can still come back onto the site. You just temporarily push from this because that was a lot coming at us.
Yes, sir.
But we love you. We don't know where it was coming from, but we love you. But people, come see us every Sunday at 8 o'clock. If there's any changes, we will do a mid-Wednesday around about the same time, just to kind of have some questions and answers. We get several questions and answers come at us throughout the week. Some of them we answer right away, so we don't have to wait until bring it on to a later date. But today was all about just coming and telling you that Ozempic or 90 days, whichever one you choose, the bottom line is at the end of that process, it's got to be some type of workout plan, got to be some type of food plan, and got to be some type of ideas or boundaries of how you want to train. All right. Anything, Big D?
No, that's it, man.
Peace out from Houston. Peace.